A major policy shift now could change how companies hire foreign workers in the United States. The US Department of Labor has proposed a new wage rule that could significantly raise salaries and the requirements for the H-1B visa and the employment-based green cards. Well, this move could make it expensive for the companies to hire the foreign talent, especially at the entry level. The proposal released on March 26th is titled as the Improving Wage Protection for the Temporary and Permanent Employment of Certain Foreign Nationals in the United States. It will remain open for public comments for just 60 days after the publication in the Federal Register. Well, after that, the government may revise and finalize this particular rule. And at the center of this proposal is a change to prevailing the wage system. The system determines the minimum salary that employers could pay for the foreign workers. But currently, the wages are divided into 4 levels. These roughly set 7th, 34th, 50th and 67th percentiles of the market wages. Well, under the new proposal, the Department of Labor wants to raise these percentiles into the thresholds. Well, the entry-level wages, known as the Level 1, could move from 17th percentile to 34th percentile and so on. Well, that means entry-level salaries would now effectively jump to what is currently considered as the mid-level pay. Officials estimate that the change could actually increase the average certified wage about $14,000 per the position of the single year. And that would significantly raise hiring costs for not just the employers but for the companies sponsoring the foreign workers. Well, the Department of Labor say that the goal is to prevent companies from using foreign workers as the cheap labor. So now H-1B workers are not cheap laborers anymore. The US Labor Secretary Lori Chavez said that the proposal aims to ensure the wages remain in the realistic market value and promote their competition. Well, the department also argued that the current wage level is often below the market rates and may disadvantage the American workers, especially in the recent graduations. Well, the proposal rule would also apply to the multiple categories, including H-1B especially, and the occupation visas, employment-based green visas, and so on. It would impact the PERM labor certification, which the employers must complete before sponsoring a foreign worker for the permanent residency. Importantly, the rule would also apply to the new applications after it all takes the effect. Existing approvals would not be affected, though the immigration experts say that this means that companies planning future hiring more foreign workers face higher salary requirements, rise in the current visa holders, and not see the immediate changes. Well, the legal experts also note that the similar rules were proposed during the previous administration but were challenged into the court and were never fully implemented. And that means the new proposal would face legal challenges just like the other one did before becoming the final. If implemented, the biggest impact would likely be on the entry-level hiring. Companies may become more selective, reduce the number of junior foreign hires, and this would affect the international student and the recent graduates' first-time H-1B applications and so more. Well, at the same time, higher wage threshold could also benefit the experienced professionals, as the employers may prefer fewer but more skilled hires into their company. And that rule would also push companies to increase the salaries to remain the competitiveness. And this proposal comes amid the broader changes to H-1B visa system, including wage-weighted selections, discussions, and stricter scrutiny to the applications. Together, these shifts suggest a move towards higher pay and a tighter hiring standards. While for now the rule is still under view, but if finalized, it could shape how the hiring discussions impact thousands of foreign workers, including many from India.